Girl, we did this morning.
Roomba is on the move.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Cowboy the Pod, where we are sharing our journey building a first feature film with all of you and all the things that we are learning along the way. And I am so excited to be joined today with Jason Bowers, who is a producer on this movie. And I'm so excited to have him here to share all the things that he knows about life and filmmaking with all of you. Welcome. Hi, friend.
Thanks.
How are
Hi.
you?
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Thanks for doing
this. Nice rainy day.
I know. Welcome to LA winter.
Yes. Yes. I'm Jason. I'm a filmmaker, a fun maker, adventure seeker. I've been in the industry for about 15 years now. And I started in music videos, branded entertainment. I've done like short form content. I've done a couple features back in the day, very, very low budget, like $100,000 budget. And then from there, I moved to a creative agency where I focused on like influential branded content, where we focus in the social media space. And then from there, I worked at Paramount for 6 years, and I focused again on the social media space, creating ads for social platforms. And then I was laid off a couple years ago, which seems to be the trend, the hot trend these days.
But also sometimes like a gift in disguise.
Very much a gift in disguise. Within Paramount, I loved it. I loved the people I worked with. I loved the content I was creating. It was great, and there's money to go around and spend, right? But I got to a point where I was kind of like manifesting a change because I got a little too comfortable. I was like, what am I doing with this? Like, what's my purpose, And then it happened. And then after that, I was approached by a good friend of mine who's a director in like the documentary space. And he's a really good friend. I've known him for about 10 years now. And he was like, hey, I have this show that I am show running, and I want you to produce it. And it's a docuseries. It's a longer form docuseries. It's about how entrepreneurs around the world are trying to change the world with their business, with social impact initiatives. So I joined the team. I've never produced a TV series before. I've never done long form content before. So it was an interesting learning curve for me, but like, I think I thrived at it, and it really helped me jump into the independent space. This was all independently financed, which was great. And we're currently finished the show, and we're looking for distribution now. It's going to be out early 2026, so that will be really exciting. Thank you. And then after that, I've taken on some independent projects here and there. I have an independent documentary of my own that I'm doing, very personal project. And then obviously Cowboy, which I'm really excited to work on, and probably one of the most exciting things that has come into my world in a minute. So yeah.
For anyone watching who might be in a doc space versus a narrative space, what would be the first step or two of just dive right in and get started?
When you're working on a documentary, it has to be something that you're really, really kind of passionate about, right? Because you're kind of a journalist in a way, and you have to really do a lot of research, or you have to really know how to connect to people, and documentaries, that's what it's all about. It's just, how do you connect with these real people or real subjects that need to trust you and that have not been on camera before? And it's a whole just like, relationship building process. Yeah. And so that's like the number one thing I think you need to have some kind of skill at, is just, understanding people.
Have you learned anything that's become very helpful to you over the years in building that relationship with someone who's never been on camera and never expected to be on camera?
Be their friend first. You have to be their family member first. You have to make that connection. And then that way, not only are they comfortable on camera, but you're comfortable with helping them be on camera, or talking about a specific subject that they've never talked about before in a way that you need them to. The most difficult thing about filming a documentary is you have to be prepared for constant change, right? So, because like these people are still living their lives. These people aren't getting paid to be here. They're telling a story, and they might have a work call. They might have to take their son or daughter to school. It's real life in situations rather than hiring someone to come to set. So that's something really interesting.
Being okay with working with just regular people, real people.
Exactly.
Yeah, not trained on camera professionals.
It's all about like the vibe you create, right, on set. It's super important. It's scripted, but specifically docs as well, because you just need to have the right type of people there in the space, in a safe space, and create a safe space for these people to be comfortable.